Alright guys, today we're going to be telling you how to astral project, and then at the end of the video I'm going to explain a bit about whether it's been proven and some interesting things you might want to know. So stick with me till the end guys, this will be a very short video and I hope you enjoy it. So, to astral project, the first step is throughout the rest of today you need to tell yourself and build up your positive affirmations that you can do it. You need to constantly tell yourself, I can astral project, I will astral travel, that sort of stuff. Tell yourself this throughout the whole day, and then when it comes to time to go to sleep, you enter step 2, which is you need to meditate, relax, go through a relaxation routine. Okay, you need to do things like make your room as relaxing as possible, and spray your pillow spray, which has been proven to work, by the way, pillow spray. Have your dream journal by your bed, and make sure there's no annoying lights or sounds in your room. The next step, probably the easiest step of all, I would say, is you need to actually go to sleep. Now, if you're really excited about astral projecting, if you really want to astral project like tonight, now, then it's going to be hard to sleep because you'll be excited, right? It's just like trying to go on holiday the next morning. When you go on holiday, it's hard to sleep the night before because you're so excited. It's sort of going to be a bit like that. But stick with it, try and relax, try and go to sleep, and just have a normal sleep. Now, before you do that, you need to set your alarm to go off 6 hours after you go to sleep. And why do you do that? Because you need to target your REM sleep, which is the sweet spot for out-of-body experiences, for lucid dreaming, for astral projection, whatever you want to name it. It's 4 to 6 hours after you've actually fallen asleep. So, what you do, you set your alarm for 6 hours after you've fallen asleep. When you wake up at that time, hopefully you've had your restorative deep sleep already, and you're in the stage of your sleep where you have REM sleep, rapid eye movement. And this is the time where most dreams happen, this is where most out-of-body experiences happen, and this is where you're going to astral project, okay? This is where you're going to do it. So you wake up and turn your alarm off and then lay back down in your bed. Now this is quite important, you need to make sure not to move anything. Because the way this works is you're going to go through sleep paralysis, which is a natural paralysis situation where your body is paralysed, you can't move, it stops you acting out your dreams and it stops you damaging yourself. You're going to go through sleep paralysis and keep your mind awake as you go through the process. Exactly the same as if you were doing a wake-induced lucid dream. The only difference is, as I'm about to explain, the way you do it. You've gone through sleep paralysis. You need to relax, don't move any muscles, don't even think about moving them. And eventually you'll start seeing flashes of light in your eye. You might start feeling like a vibration or a sort of fairly light to moderate weight being pressed on your chest. You might feel like a sweeping blanket go up your body from your toes to your head. And you might even, as I said, you'll feel vibrations. You might even see some swirling patterns around your eyes if your eyes are closed, and you might feel some weird warping vibrations in the sides of your head and also in the middle of your head as well. And they'll feel like a sort of funnel sort of slowly warping into your head. That's all normal, that's all nothing to worry about. And then that's known as the vibrational stage, by the way, the vibrational part. Then as you go through that, as you go into the astral experience, what you need to then do is you can either imagine something physical above you, like a bar or a rope. This is known as the rope technique. You can grab the object, imagine grabbing it with a limb that isn't your arm or your hand or whatever. Imagine it's like an etheric limb, a ghost or phantom part of your body that you can reach out and grab the rope with. You're then going to pull yourself out of your body with the rope. And that's how the technique works, okay? Important points for this. You need to really believe that it will work, and you also need to... So let's just go back a bit. So you've relaxed, you've slept, you've woken up, set your alarm, you've gone into sleep paralysis, you're still keeping your mind awake at this point, your eyes are closed and you're seeing flashes of light and you're feeling weird, right? Now this is where you imagine your hand or arm reaching out of your body, but bear in mind not to move your actual real body. You don't move your real body, but you imagine the phantom limb reaching out of your body, grabbing the rope, which you can visualize, right? And then pulling yourself up out of your body with the rope. And then from there, you'll be in the astral plane. You'll be able to move around, do whatever you want. And then to come back, obviously, follow what's known as the silver cord, which will take you back to your body. Now, that's how to do it. That's how to astral project. Now, this is the interesting part, which I wanted to wait till the end to explain, just because there are people that will find this video will be people that want to learn how to astral project, or people that don't believe it's real and just want to see how it works because they're curious. You may have seen my other video where I say lucid dreaming versus astral projection, which one is real. In a nutshell, my opinion and the opinion of many other scientifically minded people around the world is that lucid dreaming is proven. It has been proven using a test which tracks people's eye movements, and they can confirm certain patterns looking left to right, which have been arranged beforehand in a lucid state. Whereas astral projection is different, because astral projection is something where the idea is you visit the astral plane, which is a physical, or non-physical, I guess you could say, measurable place where you can go and meet other people, meet other astral travellers, and exchange ideas, talk to them, communicate, and then come back to the real world and apparently know what you've just experienced. As in, say if there was a room in your friend's house, in the real world, the theory is he could put something on a piece of paper, write a number on a piece of paper, and the astral traveller would be able to visit his room and read the number and then come back to the real world and tell people the number, right? This test has never been proven. The idea behind that has never been proven. No one's ever done that in a controlled scientific environment, which thereby proves that when you astral project, you can't enter the real world and you're not visiting anywhere other than a part of your own mind, an internal world, a dream world, right? Now, as I was explaining that technique, you may have noticed that it sounds very similar to the wake-induced lucid dreaming technique. And that's because it pretty much is. It's the same thing. You're targeting your REM sleep. You're then going back to sleep, right? Entering sleep paralysis. Going through sleep paralysis is going back to sleep and falling back asleep. And then you're entering the dream through hypnagogic imagery. The flashing lights, the vibrations, whatever you want to call it, is hypnagogic imagery, meaning the state between being awake and being in a dream. It only happens usually when you're keeping your mind conscious throughout the process, and it only really happens when you're dreaming. So this is an important distinction to make. The astral projection technique that I've just explained to you, the rope technique, is a lucid dreaming technique fundamentally. It's not been proven that it can work outside of a dream, and it's not been proven that the experience you would have doing the technique isn't a lucid dream, because it is. So that's an important thing I wanted to mention. Hopefully this has been helpful. And by the way, even if it's not a real provable state, okay, astral projection is just another name for lucid dreaming. So the technique I've just explained, you can use to lucid dream, okay? You just can't astral project with it, because astral projection fundamentally is the same thing as lucid dreaming. So hopefully this has been helpful. Leave a comment letting me know what you think. Maybe you think I'm wrong, maybe you think I'm right. I'd love to hear, and I'll see you next time.